Good evening, my fellow infected psychopaths. Today I'll be injecting you with the insanity that is my voice. Let's get started. Shit!
Having fun with your guns by Jurassic Madness.
Not now, Steve. I'm kind of busy at the moment.
You know, this wouldn't happen if you didn't keep everything you make. I mean, some of these weapon mechanisms are outdated. It might be time to dismantle some of your weapons.
Dismantle my weapons? I could never! These guns of insanity are like my children! Isn't that right? Huh? Who's a good little machine gun, huh? You are. How could you suggest such a thing? Although you do raise a good point, most of my weapons are outdated. I know! How about rather than getting rid of my older weapons, I'll upgrade them. And it'll make for a great video.
I guess that works.
Alright, good. I'll start with this one. Who's a good little machine pistol, huh? Who's a good little machine pistol? Cue the montage. This, my fellow infected psychopaths, is the upgraded little machine pistols I like to call Wildfire. For those who've been here for a while, you know I did a video covering this fine automatic weapon and how it worked. But for those who just stumbled onto this video, I'll give you the quick gist on how this thing works. But I highly recommend checking out the last videos I did of this weapon for better and more details. How the weapon works is basically there's an axle that's attached to a motor. The motor will swing the axle in clockwise motion. As the axle swings, it will hit the projectiles from the magazine. This will happen repeatedly, causing the mechanism to be fully automatic. The Wildfire is a fun little machine pistol to use, especially when you want to take down your enemies and shoot Steve in the face. But it had some issues. The first one being the battery life and the motor. Let me explain. You see, depending on how much battery life there is, it can decrease the speed of the motor or increase it depending if you have a lot of battery life. But when there's not enough battery life, it can decrease the motor to a point where the weapon is unusable, aka won't shoot that far. To solve this issue, I use a ceramic capacitor. I figure I'll use this method since it worked well in my Dead Space rivet gun. Make sure to check it out, by the way. I also added a floatable stock and handle. That way I can choose if I want to hold it like a pistol or like a small SMG. Another thing I did, I also increased the magazine size. That way I can increase the ammo capacity, because this thing spits out ammunition like crazy. The electrical system, I didn't really change that much, other than adding the ceramic capacitor. I thought about replacing the motor with something similar to like a Nerf flywheel motor, since normally those have good speeds. But here's the problem, if I upgrade the motor to that flywheel motor, it will spit out ammunition more fast than I want it to be. I could solve this issue by adding a 5.5 timer, but then I would have to do other wiring and kinda add a separate power source. So I just said, screw it, the gun doesn't really shoot that far anyway, so I just kept the wiring system how it is. Other than adding the ceramic capacitor, of course.
I keep closing my eyes, thinking about all of the things you do to me. With one hand on the prize, that you always get the best.
The weapon isn't that bad when it comes to range. It's not good either, like it's not as powerful as some of my other machine guns. If I had to give it an educated guess, I'll say it was slightly more better than the Martin Lilliput that I made. I think it would have been 9 feet, maybe 8. And that's all the time we have today for this class of Arsenal. Make sure to tune in for my next project where I show you a new foldable sniper I've been working on. Make sure to like and subscribe. Also hit or shoot the notification bell. Also be sure to check out my other videos too. Until next time, see you later you psychopaths.
I keep closing my eyes, thinking about all of the things you do to me. With one hand on the prize, I realize that you always get